And this woman's had enough. Check this out.
So I just found out that liberal Europeans are actually dumber than North American Europeans, and I've had the pleasure of them gracing my algorithm for about a week now. And all I have to say is this: your guys' insults are so lame because you guys don't have freedom of speech that I'm about to literally verbally rip you guys a new one so you can cry out of it. Anyway, when you start off your insults with "you're American," first of all, that's not an insult. I'm not American. I wish I was. I'm Canadian working in the American oil field, and Americans have been nothing but nice and welcoming. So I'm about to have their backs by ripping you guys a new one verbally, okay? Also, I was born in Europe and worked in the European oil patch, so I know exactly how big of a pussies you guys actually are. So, while you guys are only allowed to call me ugly and say things like "kaka pee pee poo poo shire," I can say that most liberal European men are a bunch of man bun wearing, Mohammed sucking and loving it. They love that Mohammed bunch of loving commie pieces of right? While van der Leyen is telling you to give up ownership of your vehicle and shut down energy, I actually drive a 10-inch lifted diesel truck in the oil field that's bigger than your Isn't that cute? While most Americans can take their personal tanks to a parking lot, do donuts in it, you can't even drive 1 kilometer over the speed limit in certain cities without getting ticketed, right? Also, what about the pickpocketers in Europe? What are you allowed to do against them? Oh, right, you're not allowed to do anything except for thank them and take it up the air. Meanwhile, it took a woman, an American mother of 5, to go to Italy, get pickpocketed, find that pickpocketer, and slap her until next Wednesday. Because if that pickpocketer was in Europe, she'd be meeting Jesus. Yeah, and it got so viral to the point where other Americans were like, we're not going to put up with this these European pussies, right? And the government had to give a little notice out, like, dear tourists. So in Europe, we like to protect criminals because the criminals like to the native European population and the Europeans love that, right? To the German guy who came into my comment section and was like, "You're American. How does Mohammed's taste in your mouth? Because I know you have to suck it dry and thank him afterwards while paying for his 20 wives and children to live in your country for free, while your energy and all of your resources are getting siphoned out of Europe." So the next time you guys come into my comment section and think you can insult me, I worked with Norwegians in the oil field, and it was like a week-long freaking safety meeting of a bunch of pussies being like, "I got a paper cut, that's not safe." So how about you guys travel a little bit more outside of Europe in order to realize just what a bunch of domesticated, absolutely propagandized pussies you have become.